We've all heard the wisdom. After 60, prioritize a life of comfort and peace. Ancient proverbs remind us to be obedient to the ears, to listen to our bodies, and adjust accordingly. Yet, as we age, new challenges arise. Itchy skin, a seemingly minor inconvenience, can sometimes signal deeper concerns. While the desire for a vibrant life at any age is admirable, ignoring certain signs might impact the quality of our golden years. In older adults, persistent itch in specific areas could be a red flag, a silent plea from your body for attention. Mr. Lee, a young at heart 68 this year, had been bothered by a persistent itch since around harvest time. He figured it was just dry skin acting up, nothing a good lotion couldn't handle. But as the winter chill settled in, the itch seemed to intensify. No matter how much soothing cream he applied, the scratchy feeling lingered. On top of that, his clothes felt looser. He seemed to be shedding pounds unintentionally. Finally, Mr. Lee decided it was time for a doctor's visit to play it safe. The news he received was a complete surprise. It turned out the itch that had plagued him for months was a symptom of a condition called lymphoma. It left him confused. Itchy skin? Cancer? It just didn't seem to add up. He never thought something so simple could be a sign of something so serious. Lymphocytes, our body's defense cells, are found throughout our body, protecting us from harm. However, sometimes these cells can become abnormal and turn into lymphoma, a type of cancer. Lymphoma can develop in almost any part of our body, except for our hair and nails. When this occurs, these abnormal lymphocytes can release substances that cause itching. These substances travel through our bloodstream and constantly stimulate the nerve endings in our skin, leading to persistent itching. It's important to note that around 20% of lymphoma patients experience varying degrees of skin itching. If you experience unexplained itching that persists despite using medications, it's crucial to consult a doctor to rule out the possibility of lymphoma. Unlike regular itching, lymphoma-related itching often appears suddenly, lasts for a long time, and is not significantly affected by weather changes. Additionally, the skin may appear normal without any rashes or eczema. If you notice these symptoms, or if your itching persists despite repeated treatments, prompt medical attention is essential for early detection and effective treatment. Remember, early diagnosis and intervention are crucial for managing lymphoma and improving overall health outcomes. Don't hesitate to seek medical advice if you have any concerns. Your doctor is there to guide you and help you feel your best. For areas of itchy skin that require special attention, itchy skin is a common symptom in daily life, but if it persists and is not relieved by repeated treatment, it may indicate underlying health issues. Let's talk about some important things to watch out for when you feel itchy in certain parts of your body. Sometimes, these itchy feelings can be telling us something important about our health. First, let's think about itchy armpits. Did you know that this might be connected to diabetes? When our blood sugar gets too high, it can cause problems with the tiny nerves in our skin. This can make our skin feel dry and itchy because it's not making enough sweat or natural oils. If you're carrying a bit of extra weight and have diabetes, you might sweat more in your armpits. This can lead to tiny organisms growing there, making you feel itchy. If you notice your armpits feeling itchy, especially when the weather is dry in autumn and winter, it's worth mentioning to your doctor. You might not see any red spots or bumps, but the itching could spread to other parts of your body if it's related to diabetes. Now, let's talk about another sensitive area, the bottom. An itchy bottom can be uncomfortable and embarrassing, but it's important to pay attention to it. Often, it's caused by problems in or around the anus or rectum. In fact, about 3 out of 4 people with these kinds of problems feel itchy there. It could be something common like hemorrhoids, or it might be a sign of something more serious that needs a doctor's attention. At first, you might just feel a bit itchy on one side, but if you don't get it checked out, it could get worse. The itching might spread and become really bothersome, especially at night when you're trying to sleep. For the ladies, let's discuss itching in the private areas. This is quite common and can be caused by various women's health issues. It might be an infection in the vagina or on the outside parts, or it could be a skin condition. Sometimes, it's caused by an imbalance of the tiny organisms that live in the vagina naturally. When this balance is upset, it can lead to itching and discomfort. You might also feel a burning sensation, especially when you go to the bathroom. If you're experiencing this, it's a good idea to see your doctor for a checkup. Next, let's talk about itchy lower legs. This might surprise you, but sometimes this can be related to your thyroid gland not working as well as it should. When your thyroid slows down, it can make your skin very dry, which leads to itching. The skin on your lower legs doesn't have as many oil glands as other parts of your body, so it's more likely to get dry and itchy. If you notice your lower legs feeling particularly itchy, especially in the dry months of autumn and winter, and your skin looks pale or feels cold, it might be worth mentioning to your doctor. Remember, our bodies often give us little signs when something's not quite right. Paying attention to these signs, like unusual itching, can help us stay healthy. If you're worried about any of these symptoms, don't be shy about talking to your doctor. They're there to help you stay in the best health possible. Taking care of ourselves as we age is so important, and being aware of these little signals our body sends us is a big part of that. Stay curious about your health, and don't hesitate to ask questions or seek help when you need it. Let's talk about something that bothers many of us as we get older: itchy skin. It's not just annoying, it can tell us important things about our health. Dr. Wong, a skin expert from a famous hospital, has some interesting thoughts on this. He says there are 2 main types of itchy skin: dry itching and damp itching. Dry itching is what many of us experience as we age. Our skin gets drier and rougher, and sometimes it even starts to peel a bit. This happens because, as we get older, our skin doesn't produce as much natural oil and moisture as it used to. When the weather is dry, or we don't drink enough water, our skin can get itchy. It's like our skin is telling us it needs more moisture. On the other hand, damp itching is usually a sign that something else might be going on in our body. It could be that our liver or kidneys aren't working quite as well as they should, or our blood sugar might be a bit high. Sometimes, it's just because certain areas of our body, like around our bottom, are staying too damp. When our liver and kidneys aren't working their best, they can't clean out all the things our body doesn't need. This can make our skin look darker and feel itchy. If we scratch too much, it can lead to other skin problems and even leave marks. Now, when we feel itchy, our first thought is usually to scratch. It feels good at the moment, but Dr. Wong says it's not the best idea. Scratching might make us feel better for a little while, but it doesn't solve the problem. In fact, if we scratch too much, it can make our skin red, rough, and raised. It might even start to bleed or get infected. So, even though it's tempting, try to resist scratching if you can. Instead of scratching, Dr. Wong suggests we make some changes in our daily life to help with itching. For dry itching, which is more common, especially in the cooler months, here are some things we can do. First, let's think about what we eat. Try to cut down on fatty foods, sugary treats, and anything too spicy or cold. Instead, eat more foods that are good for your skin. Things like radishes, cabbage, and sweet potatoes have something called manganese, which is great for your skin. Also, try to eat more liver, carrots, potatoes, and mushrooms. These have lots of vitamins that your skin loves. While the focus has been on itchy skin in older adults, it's important to remember that itching can occur at any age. In children, for example, eczema is a common cause of itchy skin. Eczema is a type of inflammatory skin condition that can cause red, itchy patches of skin. It can be triggered by a variety of factors, such as irritants, allergens, and even dry skin. In some cases, itchy skin can also be a sign of a food allergy. If a child is constantly scratching their skin, it's important to see a doctor to determine the cause of the itching and get appropriate treatment. It's also important to note that certain medications can cause itchy skin as a side effect. If you're experiencing unexplained itching and you're taking any new medications, be sure to talk to your doctor about it. They may be able to adjust your medication or recommend an over-the-counter medication to help relieve the itching. Lastly, let's talk about how we take care of our skin. Getting enough sleep is really important. When you wash your face, using cool water can actually help keep moisture in your skin. In the autumn and winter, try not to take too many baths or showers. It might dry out your skin even more. After you do bathe, put on some moisturizing lotion right away. This helps lock in the moisture and keeps your skin feeling good. It's also a good idea to look at where you live and spend your time. If you can figure out what's making your skin itchy, try to avoid those things. Maybe it's a certain soap you're using, or perhaps the air in your home is too dry. Making small changes in your environment can make a big difference. Remember, even though itchy skin might not seem like a big deal, it's your body's way of telling you something. If you've been feeling itchy for a long time, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor about it. They can help figure out what's causing the itching and suggest the best ways to make you feel better. Taking care of our skin is an important part of staying healthy as we age. By paying attention to what our skin is telling us and making some simple changes in our daily lives, we can keep our skin feeling comfortable and looking its best. Applying a moisturizer regularly can help to keep the skin hydrated and prevent dryness. And, as tempting as it may be, scratching should be avoided, as it can worsen itching and lead to infection. By following these tips, you can help to relieve itchy skin and keep your skin feeling comfortable and healthy. But remember, if your itching is severe or persistent, it's always best to see a doctor to rule out any underlying medical conditions. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked what you saw, you can give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more, or share it with your friends. Your kindness means a lot to me and keeps me going. I'll catch you next time.